Just the timeline for, I mean, is Angel ready to play tomorrow?
Yes,
or?
she'll be available.
Okay. I guess starting or anything like that.
You should have gone into coaching. She will play tomorrow.
How much, there was some figuring out while she was gone, I guess, right? So how much figuring out do you think will be needed now? And again, with Samaya being absent, how much does that kind of prolong that process?
Angel figuring out stuff?
You figuring out the team with her?
It's not that difficult. It's not difficult at all. I've coached Angel for a year. Angel knows our system. Her playing with Morrow a little bit more will take place as we head down the season. But she's played with her in practice and things like that. So them being on the floor together should be really, really good. It may not be smooth, but it should be really good because Morrow's playing really good basketball right now.
Yeah, Coach, you mentioned Morrow. Obviously, the win over Virginia. Just what did you learn about your team in that game specifically and just over the weekend?
I thought it was a gutsy performance. I thought I've got players playing out of position. Flage gets 15 rebounds. A freshman on the floor for you. Another freshman came in. Another freshman started. I just thought it was figure out a way to just get out of here with a victory. Do things you're uncomfortable and you're not usually asked to do. And I thought a lot of them did things in that game to just get out and let's go home. Because a lot of unexpected things happened. We didn't have 3 of our players on the floor.
Hi, given how impactful Reese was in the second...
Tell me who you are.
Oh, I'm sorry. Mark Berman of the Roanoke Times in Virginia.
Yes, thank you for being here and for following your team.
Given how impactful Reese was in the second half of that Final Four game against Virginia Tech, how much of a boost is it to have her back? How much does that, help you in terms of trying to get a victory tomorrow?
Well, it's a boost having her back, period. It's not just against Virginia Tech. It's just for our team. She's just a tremendous player, one of the best players in the country. But yes, it's good. She gives us a good matchup with Kitley. But it's not just for this one game. It's for the rest of the season.
Obviously, you've got different players, some different players than you had in the last meeting with Virginia Tech. But do you kind of go to that fourth quarter where you had the big comeback and kind of say, okay, I want to bottle this and how we play defense or how we rebounded, and I want to have that again against Virginia Tech this time? Or do you kind of just have to say, we have to flush it because it's a different team this year?
Well, you have to flush it. We don't have those same players. Flage and Angel really are the only players, if I think clearly, from that group of 5 that are back. And they can remember, but it wasn't anything magical we did in that fourth quarter. It wasn't anything, if you remember, I said at the press conference, I didn't draw up any fabulous plays. I just told them we have to have a sense of urgency right here. We're down 9 going into the fourth quarter, and we broke it down in 2-minute segments. And I would just say, you've got 2 minutes to cut into this lead. And then I think Coach Brooks called a timeout, and we were still down 2. And I told him the same thing. You got 2 minutes to play with another sense of urgency, and we just got on a roll right there.
We got a mic. We'll get one to you, sir.
Kim, you obviously with Samaya being out too, the injury, you had to play Del Rosario more, and she played more minutes. Are you going to have to continue to bring her along more than
Sure.
maybe you thought you would or hoped you would?
Absolutely. Well, you're bringing her along in practice every day with everybody on the floor. Our practices help her as much as anything. But because of depth now, obviously she's big. She's a big post player for us. I thought her presence in the Virginia game was very good because she altered shots. I didn't say she blocked shots. She altered shots just because of her size. She scored, I think, 7 points in that game. We only won by 3, so her 7 points were big. She has confidence right now. She knows she's going to get more minutes. And yeah, it's good for her individually, and it'll be good for us as a team down the road.
You talk about Flage just kind of giving you what you need when you need it. Just kind of might be scored one game, might be rebounding or defense, depending on other people doing your lineup. It's just she kind of fills in the gaps.
I had this conversation with Flage on the floor yesterday in front of the team, and this is what happens with a lot of freshmen. They're so used in high school that their game revolves around how many points they score. It's not their fault. They have that mindset as freshmen. If I miss shots, I'm not doing good. If I don't score this amount of points, I'm not doing good. And I talked to her about all-around game is what you want to have. You want to impact the game in other areas when your shot's not falling or even when you don't get shot attempts. We've got a lot of kids on this team that can attempt shots. But her 15 rebounds, she had to go do that. And with Morrow being kind of an undersized post player in there a lot of the times when I was playing the four guards, Flage was just huge. And just talking about growing her game in other areas other than scoring the ball.
Kim, so Angel will play tomorrow with one practice under her belt or a couple, or can you say? Or no practice?
Angel is available to play tomorrow.
Hey, Coach, we saw.
But if you want to know, Angel's been practicing. Do you want to know how many hours, how many days, specifics? She's not going to show up tomorrow and play a game.
Hey, Coach, we saw Haley kind of get hobbled at the end of the Virginia game. Is her foot okay?
The bottom of her foot, she's always had issues with plantar, am I saying it right, fasciitis. Mm-hmm. And when that stretched a little bit, I think it just hurts. It's extremely painful. But she's good to go as far as I know, unless I go out there today and they tell me she can't go.
Defensively, her guarding Amor.
You want me to give my scouting report to you with this guy from their paper sitting right here, right? Huh?
That'd be great.
You can't guard Amor with just one kid. I don't have Morris. You remember how good Morris was guarding her and how good she was guarding Caitlin Clark? We may just have to do a little bit of tag team. Your turn to guard her. Your turn to guard her. She's that good. So I would imagine we will start with one player and then go to the next player and just do the best that we can.
Talked a lot about Angel, but what do you expect to see from her
I
tomorrow night?
really, based on what I have seen, I really think Angel will just be like Angel. I mean, she's just been good. She's been really good in practice.
She's been getting in practice. What did you learn about your team in the Islands that you can use?
I learned that we've got some competitors. When thrown a curveball, they can hit it. That was tough. You're in the Islands to begin with. If you have everybody and everything's going smooth, it's still hard to win in that circumstance because you're really thinking about that beach. You're really thinking about going out there and see those, what'd we go see, stingrays? So sometimes it's just hard to focus when you're in a beautiful place like that. And then when you have to do it with unexpected injury and all the things that have taken place, I saw a gutsy performance. The hard part for me is to explain to you how gutsy it was when you had 4 kids that are guards out there trying to guard post players and out there trying to just give whatever they could to get out of there with a victory.
So with this game being on national TV tomorrow night, what are your opinions on how much women's basketball has grown over the years in popularity, with more and more of these big games being nationally televised?
I think women's game has grown in popularity without national television. I think, like, you can go get every game now, no matter what conference you're in, you can watch a women's game. And you couldn't do that. Some of it's streamed, is that what you call it? Streamed, and some of it's on national television, some of it's on channels you got to pay. I don't know all of that, but I don't know that there's a day or that you can't pull up a women's game, and that's awesome. That's great.
Coach, a game like this, your first year you would not play a game like this. Your second year, maybe you would not play a game like this. Now, playing a top 10 team this early in the year.
I didn't choose this.
Right. Oh.
You didn't know that. This is the ACC SEC Challenge. And I assume the commissioners or whoever's in charge of women's basketball in the two leagues decide who plays who. And I guess they also decide on whose court you play it. So I was just told this is who you play and when you play it.
Is it kind of to see where you are since the Colorado game, how much you've improved since then?
I would say if all the pieces has been intact and we didn't have, yes, but again, keep in mind what we've been dealing with. So it's not going to be a polished product, but I know this, they'll play hard. I know that.
Coach, is Del Rosario similar to Samaya last year? And as far as if she gets her confidence and asserts herself, that like her futures could be in the same trajectory?
Well, I hope her future's in the same trajectory, but they're not the same kind of players. You're looking at a bigger built Aaliyah, back to the basket, take up some room for you. Samaya is more of a tall, she's a quick jumper. She can face you up and shoot the jumper quickly. She can get up over you on rebounds quickly. Aaliyah's more, maybe more physical is the word I'm trying to use. But you know, they were both outstanding players when we signed them, and they both have different things they do well. And your freshman year is your most difficult year, and to watch her grow and get out there and do some of the things that she did against Virginia, I was proud of her.
Hey, Coach, what are some of the biggest differences you've seen with this year's Virginia Tech versus the team you played in the Final Four last year?
I try not to compare. I don't think that's fair. I don't think that as a coach you can compare teams unless they have everybody back. And they don't have everybody. They have 3 starters back. So you look at those starters and then you look at the pieces around those starters and you just go to work on how we're going to guard them. You don't say, oh, well, this one's better than what they had last year. This one's not quite as good. You just go watch film and you evaluate and you figure out what do we have to do to compete with them and possibly beat them.
Hey, Kim, I just wanted to just kind of check in on just, I guess, Samaya mentally. How is she just handling this? I know she worked really hard, and I think we saw the fruits of her labors over the off season early this year. Just how she handled it, and then too, just for you guys, I mean, how do you just sort of, I guess, not let her not being available, you know, sort of dictate how you run things or how you play inside?
Injuries are a part of sports. Injuries can affect a lot of things. It's early in the season. When I went out on that floor, well, when she didn't get up, I knew it was serious. So I went out on that floor and was trying to distract her so they could evaluate her knee. And I was talking to Samaya. And I said, Samaya, you know what this feels like. Tell me what you felt. Making her talk, but also trying to distract her so that she would relax and they could evaluate the knee. And she knew. The things that she told me, she knew. And so Samaya's personality is such that she's just a quiet young lady who is just good. She understands that she can get this year back. She understands that injuries happen. And she's just Samaya. And she's not going to be at practice feeling sorry for herself. She's not going to bring her teammates down. She'll be there cheering. She'll be there with us the entire year, and we'll get this fixed. The thing I say about knees and ACLs is always the positive is it's fixable. It's fixable. It's not career ending.
The last meeting with Virginia Tech in the Final Four, you scored a lot of points in the paint, and it was a very physical. the team you have this year, you can win in that way again, or is it different identity, a different way of beating teams this year?
We can score. Marco can score. Angel can score. But they can also rebound when they're not scoring. So we feel like those two are pretty special players. But they're not all we have. On the perimeter, we have experience with Flage and Haley and Poa. Michaela Williams doesn't play like a freshman. She's very confident. So I can't tell you that I feel like that's where we're going to attack Virginia Tech. We're going to be who we are. And if you look at our stats, until Samaya got injured, we got 6 kids averaging in double figures. So we're sharing the wealth. So I don't know if I'm answering your question on what you think our strengths, how we're going to beat them. Look, we're just going to go play and do what we do. And whoever's got the hot hand, or if there's a quick hitter that I call or something, we're going to go to any of them out there.
Brett and Scott will finish with you two.
Okay. Yep, Brett Martell with AP again. Doug Feinberg says hello. I know you said you've been through a lot of locker room issues. I'm just wondering to what extent it's a relief to get through it, if that's a word you would even use, and that if you said before that Angel's been practicing, if you're willing to give us a sense of how long she's been back in practice, we take that.
Why would I tell you all that? In all seriousness, what difference does it make? Explain to me why you need to know how long she's been practicing.
If she just showed up yesterday.
Well, do you think a coach is just going to play a kid that just shows up?
She might.
Well, I just told you after he asked it that she's been practicing, and didn't I tell you, Katie, she looks great out there, right? So you know she's been practicing by those comments.
Was she practicing before the game?
Well, I would think if she looks good, she has been. She's been practicing with us. You didn't ask that. That's the next question. What difference does it make, guys? A coach is entitled to play who they want, whether they've practiced with the team or not, right? Right?
Right. I think it doesn't make a difference to you, but it does to the public, because when we're writing about elite athletes, I mean, for example, I cover the same.
So if she looks good, you're going to say she's been practicing with the team the whole time. If she looks bad, you're going to say, oh, coach just threw her out there. It doesn't matter. Angel is back, and we are happy, happy, happy. She's happy, happy, happy. She's available to play Thursday. But I missed your second part of your question. You forgot it.
No, I was just talking about how you've been through a lot of these locker room issues before, and to what extent is it a relief, or would you even use that word, just to get past this?
I'm waiting for y'all to get past it. We're past it. We're past it. We were past it after it happened. Really. I mean, it's just fun to watch them high five and pick each other up off the floor and just do what they do, play basketball. We've been past it. It's just we have to come in here and answer questions, and that becomes aggravating. And you'll get to see Angel. I know all of you will want to see her after the game. Angel will come right here and sit right here and answer any question you have.
Going totally on a different track, but it is significant. You're going for your 700th win tomorrow night and trying to be the fastest person ever to 700 wins. I know you probably don't like to talk about yourself, but I have to ask you, you thought about that? That's something that other great coaches have not done.
I didn't know that, Scott.
Did you know it was 700?
No.
A chance of 700? Yeah.
No.
So no
I
thought.
don't even know what my record is. What is my record?
I guess 699 and 111, 112, something like that.
I don't know. I've been blessed. I've been blessed to coach great players. Coaches are only as good as their players. And I wasn't getting into this business. I was talked into getting into this business. And I'm so grateful that I was talked into getting into this business. It has the highest of highs, the lowest of lows, but it is a wonderful, wonderful profession till I have to deal with y'all. No, it's a joke. See, Katie laugh. Make them laugh, Katie. They don't know my sense of humor. I don't mind dealing with you. What becomes aggravating is what, Glenn? Well, tell us, what becomes aggravating?
I wasn't listening to him right in the story. Sorry.
So why are you here?
Well,
If you're not going to listen to me, why are you here? Here's my point. Have I ever turned any of y'all down for an interview? Never. Unless I can't do it that day. Pretty much available, right? And all I ask as a coach is if I don't give you the answer you want, don't attack me for that. Is that fair? Some of you take it to a personal level, and I just don't I don't understand that. It's I would never attack any of you for writing a bad article about me if you didn't think I made the right call. Let's just say, man, she was a bad coach tonight. She got out coached. They should have won. That's fair game. But to attack somebody on a personal level, am I wrong about that? Yes or no? Well, they know who they are. Y'all know who they are. And I'm like, for not answering the question the way you think I should answer it, that's not journalism in my book. I just, maybe I'm too old. Maybe I need to get out. But I don't, you get realness with me. I had somebody tell me one time, you're a breath of fresh air, Kim. I said, what does that mean? You give us honest, real answers, and then we want to attack you. I said, well, I can't sugarcoat things. I feel like people want the truth, but I'm also going to do what? I'm going to protect my players. I struggle with that. So let's stay here. I see you got other questions. I want to get it out. No, it wouldn't. You guys know that. You guys know that. That's the world we live in now. Some of you guys live in that world. I could give you the exact whatever. Still going to be things written that you interpreted the way you wanted to interpret it. But there's also what's called the sacredness of a locker room. Have any of y'all ever been in a locker room as a student athlete at the college level? Raise your hand. The sacredness of that locker room. We don't let parents in that locker room. We don't let people in that locker room. There is a sacredness to a locker room. And I'm from that school that what's in that locker room stays in that locker room unless it becomes something that's public, that you can't hide. But what goes on in that locker room, guys, it's still sacred to me. And will always be. Hit me. Come on, what else?
We gotta get a mic. We gotta get a mic to you guys.
Excuse me?
Now that she's back, what is she coming back from? Is there a phrase you could use to kind of to say?
She's coming back from not being with the team.
Do you feel?
Our last question, Coach has practice to get to.
Do you feel like everything you guys did last year equipped everybody, Angel, you yourself, her teammates, to handle moments like this? Is it not a big deal to y'all like it is to the other people?
Correct. We've moved on. We've moved on. You guys can hit Angel up tomorrow and she'll tell you the same thing. That happened how many weeks ago? And we have moved on. That's what athletes do. That's what coaches do. That's what programs do. We've moved on. And there's nothing more to discuss about it other than letting you know she came back, which I did, right? Because I knew I was going to be asked, right? So I did my opening statement, Scott, which I don't normally do. So I thought I answered all that. What you think about it, Reed? You young in this business. You like it? Huh? It's awesome, isn't it, buddy? You come sit in this chair and let me sit there. Oh, be careful. Be careful what you wish for.